I do not try to get political with my mother, but there has been some major arguments ensued in this household due to that fact. And so when I don't want to hear her, she'll go in there and talk on the phone to somebody and make sure I hear it anyways. Yeah. Hey beautiful people, LosingDrea here, and I'm coming to you guys with a keto mukbang. I'm calling it keto for the sheer fact that I am eating pickled onions. This one's for you, one wicked angel one. You know who you are. Also, I got a new person, I think it's a guy, subscribed to me, and he's a ketoer, and he does mukbangs. Hey, we all gotta eat, right? I've been seeing people eat, and I don't think it's the amount of food that they eat that is the issue, but what are they eating? So what are you eating? Leave it down in the comments. I'd love to know. If you haven't already subscribed, please click the subscribe button down below. Hit like if you like it. Not if you don't. Share it with somebody who you think might want to laugh or something. I don't know. Anything can happen. I have 6 kitty cats and I'm actually at their table. I don't generally eat at this table. They have their food just the other side behind the camera. So anything can happen. Plus I have 2 scavengers, aka fur babies, my dogs, that they're just like, one's there, you can see his ear, and the other one's down here. They're just waiting for something to fall, but they are the begging family for sure. Also, my mom's in her room deliberately being rude, knowing that I'm trying to do a video. This is why I don't do videos, but if you hear anything in the background, something political, whatnot, my sincere apologies. I do not get political on my channel here. I do not try to get political with my mother, but there has been some major arguments ensued in this household due to that fact. And so when I don't want to hear her, she'll go in there and talk on the phone to somebody and make sure I hear it anyways. Yeah. Talk about dealing with stress when you're trying to achieve weight loss. Anyways, what I have here are 2, these are just Aldi's 80/20, I think it's 80/20, the red package, 100% all beef patties, cooked very well with Munster cheese, and I have my pickled onions that I made for myself that are absolutely delicious. If you're interested in seeing a recipe video on that, either A, it's going to be coming up, or post down below, and I'll put some urgency in actually doing a video like that for you guys, because at least I know it's something you'd be interested in here on my channel, along with some cooking videos and stuff. Like if there's anything that you're curious about, questions about carnivore, question about ketovore or dirty carnivore or whatever you want to call it, leave it down below. For those who don't know, you're just coming on my channel, my name is Drea, and I'm hungry. I'm so hungry I forgot to pray over my food. It is what it is. The one above knows I'm thankful and grateful for my food. But yeah, I'm kind of worried about the cats coming over here, which they better not. What was I going to say? I've lost a total of 90 pounds on a keto/carnivore journey. My journey has had its ups and downs and changes in all of 9 years now here on my channel. 8 full years. I'm into my ninth year. And I've put some of that weight back on, took it off, back on, took it off, back on, took it off. And I'm in the process of taking off a little less than 14 pounds now, I believe, to get down to the 210 that I was at my lowest. Now, I say 90 pounds because I was at least 300 at the time I started my journey on October 11, 2011. No, October 2nd, 2011, I'm sorry. My channel I started the next day, October 3rd, 2011. But I was an introvert and I wouldn't leave my house and I didn't want to go out and I never weighed myself. I didn't really want to know. I was very, very depressed. I was losing my house down in Miami, Florida, and it was in foreclosure. It was my grandparents' house. I felt horrible having, I'm losing their house. And stress was bad. But I knew I needed to do something because I was sick. And I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. I'll link to that video somewhere around here. It's kind of hard to concentrate because I can hear my mother in the background, but she doesn't care. I don't know if any of you guys ever eaten pickled onions on a burger. I never really had. I never ate pickled onions, so I made these. And the reason, these are red onions, and that's why they're red. There is garlic pieces in there, but I kind of pulled those out. I'm not interested in eating the garlic. They're very, you can pickle or brine garlic, especially if you're trying to, oh yeah, it's spicy. Just a little bit. Especially if you're trying to preserve them. It's a very good way to preserve food because it can last a long time. But we need the probiotics for good bacteria, good gut bacteria, and it helps. It also helps take the natural sugars and carbs that are normally in these kind of vegetables, and by the process of the lactobacillium, I'm not eating as many carbs as one might think because a lot of them are being eaten by those live microorganisms. Now, some of you might say, oh my God, that's gross. I thought so too. And the first thing I ever made that I fermented was cabbage, sauerkraut. And first batch, I was scared to eat it. I wasn't sure that even what I did, if it was right or wrong, but somebody else ate it and it turned out it was okay. So by the process of elimination, I found out I could eat it. Keto sweet tea. So anyways, that's what I'm eating. This would not be considered carnivore, and that's why I call this kind of ketovore. And some people don't eat cheese on carnivore, but most carnivores I know do eat burgers, do eat cheese, don't care if it's grass-fed, don't care if it's grass-fed, grass-finished, cage-free. They just eat, and that's what I do. Because right now in this day and age, I don't know about any of y'all, but I ain't got the kind of money growing on trees to be buying food. Especially at today's prices. It's just gotten way, way, way worse. Certainly better with a bite of this pickled onion. So, I'm having a little trouble eating because I have this up on a box so that you all can see me. And so I'm sorry if my head's cut off. I tried to get it as focused as I could and still have my plate showing because that's the way we do it, right? I also don't like talking with food in my mouth because I know of a few people who say, God, I hate when you do that. Oh well. But, anyways, 31 Christine, aka Honey Tina. Her name is Honey Tina. If you guys did come to my little 9-year YouTube anniversary celebration party that I had, it was a live that I did. It was my first time using Streamyard, which is like you know, broadcasting video thing. She came on there and she was live and she said to me, you know, you used to show your food and I miss that. You don't show your food anymore. So this is for you also, Tina. I love you, chica. Her and I, man, I don't know. It's like I relate to everybody that I've ever met here on YouTube, more so than a lot of people that I've met on Facebook. But then if I've met you here on YouTube, chances are I followed you over on Facebook, either your main personal page, if that's all you had, or if you had a group page, then that's what I did. So we're all friends, and I regard my friends like family. Always have, always will. You know, people that would come over my house, call my mom, knock once and open the door and know that they could just walk in. You know, that kind of thing. That's how I grew up. So everybody's my friend. I love everybody. I really do. When I say that, I'm not just saying that just for views. Everything I tell you guys is not for sympathy or any of that. Such flavor. So good. So you can see everything on my channel from where I didn't do dairy and I didn't eat red meat. And then I did the pollo pescatarian thing where I was just eating either chicken or fish and a lot of vegetables. Then from that I did vegan. And then I did wheat belly from Dr. Davis. I have his books and his cookbooks over here on my, I have a little table back there with books on it. And so I was kind of already low carb when I started keto. And I remember the first thing, the day I decided I was going to try keto after finding Dr. Westman's video with the no sugar, no starch diet is what it was called. And it was, if it wasn't on page 4, don't eat it. And I got a hold of page 4 for free because I didn't have any money, and I Googled it, and lo and behold, his buddy there, Casey Durango, had it on her blog. And I don't know if it was just her version of it or if it was the actual version of it, but that's what I went by. And that worked for me for a little while, long enough to stick with it. But the first meal I had, I remember going to I think my husband wanted wings, so we went to like a wings and things type of a place, but they also serve burgers, and I ordered a burger with no bun, no fries, no any, I don't even think I had lettuce or anything on it. I think I had some Worcestershire, not A1, but Worcestershire. But either way, those are 2 condiments that we can eat on keto without any ill effects, you know. And that was day 1. If any of you watching remember what your day 1 meal was, leave it down in the comments down below. I would love to know. And did you get keto flu or did you have any effects? I never got keto flu. Never. Never have I had keto flu. And I think that is because I was already doing the wheat belly thing and I had already given up all grain. Grain, I gotta tell you guys, is the worst for me. Okay? Anything you hear me talk about here on my channel, I'm talking about me. But I call it grain brain. It has nothing to do with sugar. I can have sugar. It doesn't seem to affect me because I eat vegetables and even sometimes like cantaloupe, which is my fruit of choice. I do eat berries, but I do sometimes eat cantaloupe effectively without any issues as a carnivore. Still claim to be carnivore. You know, whether or not I eat a little something that's not exactly in your eyes carnivore or even in my eyes carnivore, it doesn't mean that I'm still not a carnivore. It just means I'm a carnivore and I added a little something else to have a little something else in my diet. If it affects me in a negative way, some sort of an allergy effect or whatnot that happens, a symptom that I experience after the fact, then I know that it came from that and I don't eat it. Because whenever I eat just meat, chicken or fish or shrimp or any kind of a protein, whether cooked or uncooked, because I'm referring to sashimi, because I don't eat rice, so I can't eat sushi. But whenever I eat any of those things, I have no issues whatsoever. But I've been eating these pickled onions and I've been trying my ferments, because you gotta kind of try them to see if they're soured enough before you put them in the refrigerator, where they then stop the fermentation process and it stays at that sour level that you're happy with. But you have to try it and whatever to do that. And I've been making that for my husband and my mother, so I've been eating things, and I was breaking out again. But it could have been I also cut the lawn the other day and was sweating like crazy. I was sweating bullets. But I'm also trying this L'Oreal Perfection something, Age Perfection. Stop, honey. My dog's trying to get my attention. He's over here. Give me his paw. It's a day cream and a night cream. They gave me full size creams. If anyone doesn't know about this, especially you women, you can get free full size products to try just for doing reviews on them. And it's Influencer. I have links down below. It costs you nothing if you click through my link, but it gives me some sort of a credit if you do, and you can join Influencer. It costs you nothing. They don't ask for credit cards or nothing. They'll do a little survey to find out like your skin type, your hair type, things that you do, you know, if you have allergies, don't, whatever. And then they match you with manufacturers who have products that want people like you and I to genuinely try them and then give our honest reviews. They're not asking for honest reviews or asking for good reviews if they're not honest. If you don't like the product, if it gives you some sort of reaction, they want to know that. So I've so far gotten a couple of really cool, what they call Vox boxes. From Influencer. It did not cost me anything. It's awesome to get a nice little box. They let you know in your mail before it comes that it's coming, so you can look out for it. And then they just send you some emails in between, like this day and night cream that I'm trying out. They want me to try it for 4 weeks, 30 days, and then do the reviews. So, you know, they keep sending me emails, just a reminder, you know, is everything going okay, yada, yada. A couple weeks left. Maybe you've already had it a week. Hope you're liking it. Ooh. No. That's how that works. They sent me a L'Oreal Age Perfection Under Eye Serum. I could not open it. That was got the first box that I got. So I had a little issue, and I let them know that I wasn't able to open it, and I wasn't going to try to open it and cut myself or something in the process, which I'm sure that's not what the manufacturer intended. So it's sitting in the box, unused, a nice little bottle, even though that's a full size. But these creams, I got to tell you guys, I usually just use coconut oil all over my body, and I'm good with that. But I've been trying this, and I love the smell of it. The day cream is a rosy kind of toned, and the night cream is more clear, non-greasy, doesn't feel heavy, makes me feel refreshed after I take my makeup off. And, you know, with all this COVID stuff going on and whatnot, we're sweating, we're under masks. I see people who end up having breakouts because sweating in the mask. I haven't had any breakouts or any of that, and my skin feels pretty good. And the jowl, or whatever you want to call this turkey gizzard thing, that, because I've lost quite a few of my chins, I should probably do a side-by-side picture so you can compare. I'm not experiencing as much as that as I do, because I hate. I was literally thinking of like some sort of Botox, Rejuvenix, something like that, because I don't like it. Very good thing to have. Links down below. Go ahead and sign up if you haven't already. And there's some other links down there for some other great stuff that I do. I don't do anything or don't promote anything here on my channel if I haven't already tried it, and or you know, that I feel that it's cool. You know, it's not going to affect you. You're not going to get spammed. You're not going to get contacted by anybody or none of that kind of stuff. You will get quite a few emails, but not so many, you know, like one every other day or 2 a week. Just kind of like giving you an update and a reminder and making sure that you're doing okay with your product. Mom's coming out. So it's a good thing to have, and you guys should sign up because you too can get free products. And who doesn't like free products? So, really enjoying tonight's dinner. I had the same thing the other night before last night. Last night I cooked a whole chicken and I ate that. But I've shown whole chicken on my channel quite a bit. I hadn't shown me eating this yet. And because this new keto mukbang guy joined my channel and said he couldn't believe that he found another mukbanger. And I'm like, well, I better do a mukbang then. He couldn't believe he found another mukbanger who was keto. And I used to do mukbangs all the time when I wasn't keto. And because eating is sometimes a very sensitive thing for a lot of us who are binge eaters and or have addiction issues with food. And I don't like to have triggers on my channel. But I'm always saying that I really don't have a whole lot of content to give you guys, and yet I do. I'm just thinking differently about it, and I'm always concerned about everybody else's likes and dislikes and what they can handle and what they can't handle, based on my own likes and dislikes and what I can handle. But, now she's running water. But, I'm still here. I still have to eat, and so why not share a meal with you guys every now and again? It doesn't have to be an everyday thing, but as long as I'm giving some of you guys what you initially probably joined my channel for, a little something, then I'm doing something. But if you're gonna do as I do, eat what I eat, you'll be all right. That's all I can say about that. And this is a good meal, and it's cheap. Walmart hamburgers. Let me tell you guys something about Walmart hamburgers. USDA approved and regulated meat, but Walmart has two different kinds of meat on their shelves. One has a white label, which is their generic brand, lower cuts, lower quality of meat, so they call it. And then they have with the shield on it, which is the prime choice. The other day when I was in my Walmart, this very nice gentleman named, I won't say his name. I don't want to get him in trouble because he probably was telling me something he shouldn't, but he said, I don't know what we're going to do with all this meat. And this was the first time since COVID started that I've seen the shelves stocked with meat. I mean stocked. Because generally when I would go into this Walmart, you'd see a couple of T-bones, a couple of New York strip, a couple of ribeye. You know, you wouldn't see like a bunch to choose from. It wasn't fully stocked. And I took that as because of all this stuff going on and different plants closing down and people catching COVID and whatever, that, you know, they don't have the manpower, they don't have enough production, they're not producing enough of these foods. They can't have them on the shelf. They have to kind of separate it and spread it out between other grocery stores, and everybody has a chance to eat something. I mean, as it was, many of you probably know you went into your own grocery stores and saw signs under the meat saying, please just pick one per family. Which sucks if you have a big family and one isn't just going to cut it. Especially, I remember eggs they were doing that with, and I was like, this is bad. This is seriously bad. I mean, it wasn't just about running out of toilet paper, you know. So he told me that what is happening, and he's not sure why or how, that it's going to actually put our Publixes out of business because Publix sells the same meat. It has a different label on it, but it's the same company. That supplies the meat, but it's local USA farmed and prepared, and it's not shipped out of the country and then shipped back. It's good stuff. But he says, I don't know what Publix is going to do because it's the same meat, same quality. When people find out, they're probably not going to shop Publix. As it is, I only shop Publix when there's stuff like Rebel ice cream because they have a variety of flavors that I can choose from. They have a lot of keto options, a lot of carnivore or paleo options that I can eat, my mom can eat, that my husband can eat. They have that. So I'll go to Publix, but I can spend $30, $50, $100 and something dollars, walk out with one grocery bag at Publix because they're that expensive. They're usually anywhere from $1 to $3 more depending, like Rao's sauce, Rao's, whatever it's called. I always call it Rao's. In Walmart, that's like $6 and change, and the bigger jar maybe $7 and change, but I think it's like $6.98 is what I normally pay for a 30-something ounce, 32 or 36 ounce jar. Guys, there it's like $10, $9 and change up to $11 and change. It's crazy. They have little jars now of marinara sauce that are like the size that they sell the pizza sauce in, and it's like $8, like the cost of a big jar at Walmart. These times we're all looking to save wherever we can save. Publix is not the place to be shopping, but they have options that I like to allow my mom to enjoy. And if my husband wants a treat, him to enjoy. They're keto, I'm carnivore. They're primarily carnivore though, because they eat everything that I eat, but they have the tendency to eat strawberries and blueberries and other things that I don't always consume at, I would say, a level that they consume it. Even if I ate one or two, it's nowhere near the amount that I'm always seeing or hearing. I buy him whipped cream in the can. He squirts it in his mouth. I can hear it in the middle of the night. It's like, and before you know it, there's no more air left in the can. He's actually thrown the can away thinking there's nothing left, but if you shake it, there's more. For those who don't know, and you think you're out of whipped cream in the can. But, guys, I'll tell you, I'm trying to please everybody. I'm a people pleaser. It's what I do. And I can't always please everybody. I got to remember that. And I also got to remember that it's none of my business what other people think of me, even though I do care. Because I'm here on social media. You know, I don't want a bad rap. I don't want people dragging me in the comments, talking crap about me, or going and doing a video and talking crap about me. So I try not to talk crap about other people. Sometimes when I'm up, I don't know, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, when I should have probably already been to bed around 4, I'm watching some of y'all videos, and I'll go to comment. And I can be long-winded. For those who know me, I admit it. I know. I gotta say what I gotta say, and I don't want to just make a whole video just intended for replying to something on your video. So I'll comment. I'll say what I say. I don't have a filter. So my fingers don't have filters, and I'll type out whatever, and I do. I type everything you see on my phone, if not from my computer at home, you know, my regular desktop. But most of the time, I'm typing. I don't do that talk to text stuff, because you can get in trouble with that. And you got to edit it anyway. So what's the difference? Just type it. And I've screwed up even just typing. But long story short, after I get long-winded, all of a sudden, sometimes my message will just disappear. I hit the wrong button or something. Bye-bye. I take that as a sign from a higher up authority that whatever I was saying didn't need to be heard, that I shouldn't have been saying it. And I leave it at that. I didn't used to, but I did now. Because I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings. Everybody has their thing that they do. And, you know, if I don't like it, I don't have to watch it. But anybody that I subscribe to, I watch your video from the beginning to the end. I try not to speed it up, because that, if I watch it in half the time that you created it for, then you're only getting the half time, I think. That's what I just recently came to know. I didn't think that was the case. Never dawned on me or occurred. Now I get it. But the bigger YouTubers that I watch, the ones that have 100,000s of subscribers and probably a lot of watch time and views and are monetized and don't need it, those are the ones that I will go to the little gear on the bottom of the video, and I will change the speed that it plays, the playback speed, I think it's called, to 2. Unless you talk so fast that I can't turn it to 2. I'll turn it to 1/2 or 1.75. You can change that, and it'll allow you to get through a video. There are some people that talk so slow that putting it on 2 is like being like regular. I don't know about any of you, but I get seriously bored with slow talkers. It's my mind. My brain is always far ahead of my mouth and anything else. So that's kind of a good thing, because you don't want to have foot and mouth disease, which, for those who don't know, that's where you open your mouth and insert foot because you said something you shouldn't have, because you weren't thinking about it before you opened your mouth and said it. I'm a realist. I like to think about things and weigh all the possibilities out in my mind before I open my mouth. It's a good practice. But I'm 50 now, so I kind of had a long time to learn what's good and not good. And I used to put my foot in my mouth all the time, especially when I was younger. I never really, and I still have the tendency to do it if I don't proofread what I wrote, or some other authority higher up decides that my message, my comment's going to go poof before I can send it. So, but I'm talking to you guys, and I'm not exactly enjoying the meal like I did the other night, only because I'm talking to you guys. But this is very, very delicious, guys. It's got great value Munster cheese, which has 0 carbs, and probably some fillers and stuff because it's pre-sliced, even though. And the hamburger is probably not the greatest meat in the world, but it's filling, it's good, and I'm losing weight, guys. I'm losing weight. I lost a total of 0.2. I wouldn't call it ounces. I always say that it's ounces, but it's like tenths on a scale. So yesterday I was 225. Today I was 224.8. So I lost 0.2 on the scale. And in total now, I believe I'm down 19 point something pounds. That's since September 1st. I lost 18.2 pounds in the month of September. And so far for the month, I've lost, I think, now 2 or 2.2. And I'm still going. I'm hoping by November 7th that I'm back down to 210. Because last year, November 7th, I was at 210 pounds. And I went away to Georgia, which is my dream home state. It's the place that I want to live. My nieces and nephews are all there. My mother wants to go there. I do have nieces and nephews here, not up in Sarasota, but I think they could afford to come visit us. And we'll work it out. Somehow we'll work it out. Because we love them all, but I can't afford to live there. And I really can't afford to live here anymore. And the crime here in the town where I'm at is really, really bad. I have some story times to tell you guys. And I never thought I had anything to talk about before. But I got some stuff to talk about. But I'll have to leave that for another video because I have to get to work. I'm already running late. I woke up super late today, but I went to bed at almost 3 o'clock or after 3 o'clock. I don't even know what time it was. I just was stewing all night and stressing out about bills, and you know, the bills are coming in and the money's going out. I have a lot of it on auto pay, so regardless, it gets paid on time because I also have everything hooked up so that I, you know, like do Experian Boost or something, so that I get credit for things that I do on the monthly, and it's just stressful. It's just a stressful time, you know. I'm self-employed, and yet I'm not really small business enough to qualify for any of these EIDLs and small business association loans, and money's run out a couple times on those anyways, and I don't know, they just don't look at me as I'm important enough to get any of that. So I'm struggling to get by because I'm making a little less than half of what I used to make. So no fault of mine, no fault of yours. I'm not so sure it's not the fault of our government, but hey, they can't get their crap together anyways, as you all, I'm sure, see. I'm not taking sides when I say that. I'm just saying. Stuff's happening, it's coming down the pipe, and the bills don't stop coming in. The lights that are on above me need to stay on. The internet that I use to upload this video to you guys needs to stay on. I mean, without a shadow of doubt, all that needs to stay on, or I can't even work, and then I wouldn't be making any money. But I'm trying to Do some outside things too as well, because anything that I can do, I'm not just going to sit here and complain about it and wait for something to fall out of the sky. And I'm definitely not looking for handouts, guys, because nobody, if I'm going through this, I think everybody's going through this. You know, I know very few people that have money that could help me or would even care to help me, even if they knew that I was struggling. I just try to keep it from my mom so that she doesn't worry. She's 79 years young, and yes, I said young. The woman can run circles around me, but when it comes to emotional stability, stress, the things that I'm going through and the way I'm handling it at 50, I could only imagine what it would be like for her. So I try not to tell her a lot of these things that I come on here and I tell you guys. She's aware of it. I'm pretty sure she's hearing me talk. But I think a lot of people, unless they're in your shoes, they really don't realize the severity, just how bad it. I don't have anything else, honey. I'm sorry. He's over here giving me his paw. But they really don't understand the severity of it unless they've lived it, unless they're in your shoes, unless they actually know what you're going through. Anybody can say, yeah, whatever, you're just complaining. Yeah, whatever, stop being a crybaby. It's not that bad, you know. But that's the wrong way to think about things, because not everybody has money. Not everybody comes from money. Not everybody has a nest egg put away big enough to sustain them this many months. I mean, I had money put away. Why else would I have been looking to move since 2017 to Georgia and buy a house that had a little bit of land that maybe wasn't that expensive so that I could pay it off in about 15 years and not have to worry about it as I get older, because I'm not getting any younger and I don't have any children to take care of me in my older age. These dogs aren't going to do it. They only last so long themselves, unfortunately. Same with the cats. So life throws you a bowl of lemons. Make lemonade. If you can't make lemonade out of the lemons that you're given, they will rot. Gnats will come, bug the heck out of you. I know. I've bought lemons before and then not eaten them for one reason or another. But I got to keep it on. Keep on keeping on. Keep on trucking. I can't stop. My mind doesn't let me stop. And then eating good food like this that opens my eyes, opens my mind, gives me the cognizance to think on my toes and to be a better me, that works with everything around me. So I have to keep surviving. I'm not getting any outside assistance or anything from anybody. I don't want any outside assistance from anybody. I know a few of you don't like that. Still mad about a post I seen some time back that this person, bad juju for the community. I'll tell you guys, if you're watching this, if you want people's help and you have a channel, don't diss anybody for anything and use the word hate about what it is that they're doing that you dislike. It makes you look like a very bad person. And it puts you in a place that you don't want to be, which would be by yourself. Because anybody who then in the comments joins in, agrees with you, thinks they know who you're talking about, even if you don't say names. Other people pick up on that. Other people like me read those comments. I read comments. I do. I like to get involved. That's what it's there for. It does help your channel when people start a discussion down below in the comments. So feel free on my videos to comment down below. Ask questions if you have them. And not just of me. If you read somebody else's comments, feel free to chime in. I don't think of anybody as taking over my channel when they do that. It helps the algorithm that there's activity going on that video. So by all means, go for it. Just don't be catty or rude or say dumb things or try to like promote yourself in a way that's obvious you're just promoting yourself. I know if you subscribe to me, I will get a notification in my box. So don't like come at me, oh, great channel, great video, I really liked it. Come check my channel out, I subbed to you, and you didn't sub to me, okay? But, keto sweet tea. I'm done with my meal. As you can see, my plate is empty. So I will close this video for now. I wish each and every one of you a very blessed and wonderful night. Hope everybody's doing fantastic. It is the weekend. This is Friday, October the 9th, for those who didn't know, because I'm pretty sure my brain's working good enough that I didn't say that in the beginning of my video. However, have a great weekend. I will be back with another video. What I do next, you'll have to come watch to find out. But I will be back with another video. With that said, be happy, be healthy, be beautiful, but just be you, be the boss of your loss. If you're on a weight loss journey, and you know, I'll definitely be seeing you guys in the next one. Bye, guys. Be blessed. Mwah. Hey guys, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also, if you haven't already subscribed, please click the subscribe button down below and be sure to ring the bell so you can be notified of all new videos as I put them out to you, as well as if I go live.